Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley. I'm wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, guys. Tonight, I am coming on a little bit early, but I wanted to get this information to you guys, especially if you are a Gen Zer. Come into the room, say hello, drop a like as you're coming. We are very friendly on these YouTube streets, although a lot of unfriendly things are happening in our country at the moment. But we can't focus on that. We got to focus on building and working on building our personal economy, especially if you're a Gen Zer. I want to make sure I give you some information that you can use, and you can also get ready or start to put some things in place to build your personal economy. Hello, Char Willie. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you are here. And before we jump on into some of the things I want to share tonight, let me give you the rest of you some time to get on in here and join the conversation. Stay tuned. Hey there, beautiful people. This is Mentor Shelley coming back to you again. Charlie, welcome to the live. I do want to touch on a few things. If you know a Gen Zer, or if you have a Gen Zer, whether there be your your play cousins, your nieces, nephews. If you know a Gen Zer or you are a Gen Zer, drop a 1 in the comments. If you are a parent of a Gen Zer, drop a 2 in the comments. Welcome to the live. I want to make sure that you have what you need, of course, and I'm dropping a few little gems with you all tonight. The first thing is building your personal brand, building your personal economy as a Gen Zer. It is so important, not just for that generation, not just for Gen Zers, but for everyone. Build your own personal brand as a Gen Zer. It is so vital that we have. When I say build your own personal economy, I want to make sure that that's clear. And that's not just a statement I make. When I say building your own personal economy, you may have a job, or you may have a full-time job, or you may have a full-time business. You also have investments. You also have maybe a not side hustle, because of course our wonderful friend Cherie over at Black Women Making Money says not side hustle, because of course a hustle could be anything, but a side business, intentionally operating it like a business with skills you already have. You can have investments that are paying you dividends, or is paying you a percentage on a monthly, quarterly, biannually or annual basis. Those are ways to build your economy. You're using the skills you have or the skills you can acquire over time to strengthen your financial position. So when I say personal economy, that's what I'm referring to. And of course, the neighbors' dogs are having conversations, so they're going to be joining us in the live tonight. Just so you're aware, because I have no control over their participation tonight. If you do hear them, just know that's what it is. They're just a part of the live tonight. Now, first thing you want to make sure that you're doing, the first action we want to take as Gen Zers, you are in a prime position. Hello, Still Rocks. Welcome to the live. How you doing? Listen, I do appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hello and participating in the wonderful conversation. Number one, you want to master having some form of side business or some form of side hustle. Well, we're not going to use the word hustle, we're going to use side business. Whether it's providing services of some kind, online or offline, What is it that you're good at? What is it that you can offer as a service? What talents do you have naturally? You if it's online services, then you can start as a Gen Z or whatever generation you belong to. You can start, of course. We talk about this all the time. We start on places like Fiverr or Upwork and things of that nature. And depending on what it is that you are, depending on what type of service you're able to provide. Hello, K Business. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. You want to make sure that you are layering with the 9 to 5 other types of income because we want to have multiple streams, not just one. It's very dangerous, especially in this economy, to have just one because you see what's going on in the changes that are taking place right now. Well, Charwilly, yes, you are right. Side businesses is the way to go in this world. You are absolutely correct about that. So if it's something that you can offer online on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, things of that nature, if it's a product that you're selling, whether it's you're making that product or you can wholesale that product, you can get it for wholesale and sell it for retail on different platforms like Etsy and places like that. Whatever side business you can come up with, whether it be something, it's a knowledge base that you already have that you can offer that as a service, or you're selling some form of product. Get a side business going if you don't already have one. This is not only advice for the Gen Zers, this is advice for all of us because all of us want to have our personal economy in check, right? What why is that a good thing, especially in these economic streets? Why would we want to have some form of a side business? Tip. Side businesses are going to help um, us either pay off some debts, save up for something important, educate yourself, and you can do that by educating yourself through courses and certifications. You can use that side business funds from the side business to help educate yourself to get some additional skills under the belt, get some additional certifications under the belt. See, we have a witness. K Business says the side business helped me. He used the funds from the side business to do what? Purchase real estate. That is awesome. So it is very important to make sure you are enriching your personal economy. And one way to do that is by having a side business. All right. Second thing we want to also do is we are in these YouTube streets or on these, Facebook streets, depending on where you're joining the live from. You also want to make sure that you are doing what? You are building a personal brand that will gain you some attention, not just online, but offline. Because people, whether you're starting a side business or you are presenting yourself as a professional offering services, nothing says I do business with you better with people that people know, they like, and they trust. And if you have a great personal brand, that will definitely help you to get into further doors. If you don't have a personal brand, start working on cultivating one on some of these platforms. If you still have Facebook, great, use it. If you have a LinkedIn profile, great, use it. If you're on the TikToks, and there's so many other apps now. There's Red Note if you wanted to go to the Chinese app. If you there's Lemonade, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's oh gosh, there's so many now. Can't keep up with a lot of them, but wherever you want to use one or two to establish your personal brand. Part of my personal brand is offering coaching services. Part of my personal brand is helping career professionals. Part of my personal brand focused in this particular quarter on Gen Zers, helping them to get their careers back in gear, especially in these in these economic situations. Part of my personal brand is offering services and making sure that business owners really are able to take their business to another level, especially when it's growing, to help them with business support services, making sure that they're compliant with hiring the right employees, or helping them with recruiting services, helping them with training their employees, things of that nature. That is part of my personal brand because those are services I provide with Mentor Shelley Consulting. So what is it that in the business that you choose or in the freelancing services that you provide, what is your personal brand saying about you? Is it saying what you want it to say? And if it's not doing what it's supposed to do, then you need to make some adjustments. And this is not just for Gen Zers, this is for all of us. Is your personal brand online and offline speaking the language that you want it to speak? That's something that we also have to look on. I'm going to be doing more on personal brands as well further down in 2025. Places you want to do that on. We talked about LinkedIn. What you want to also do is share. You want to make sure that you're sharing awesome content that is going to help, sharing relevant content for the specific industry or the specific field that you're serving with your side business. Are you sharing information that people are going to find helpful? Are you sharing information that's going to enlighten, that is going to pique the curiosity of your ideal customer? Are you providing that information online? That's part of feeding that personal brand. Are you doing some of those things? These are ways to build. And always remember, I know Gen Zers sometimes, some Gen Zers don't understand, or they're still fairly young, so they're young in their careers. They have to understand. Some of them do, a lot of them do, but there's a few where I've seen examples where they have some development, areas of improvement, I should say. Please, when we talk about personal branding, especially personal branding online and offline, please keep your social media profiles clean. When I say clean, if you're talking about a specific subject matter, everything that's on your profile need to speak to that. Keep them clean, keep them organized, so it is speaking the language you want it to speak. You do not want someone going to look for your profile and it has a bunch of nonsense from when you were drinking with your buddies 10 years ago, with videos of that surfacing on your profile. You want to keep that, but you want to keep a professional profile, whether even be on your Facebook, especially if it bears your government name. For those of you in the chat, for those of you that are here listening, have you ever posted, and be honest, have you ever posted a video that was showing a little bit more of your personal life than you prefer? If you have ever experienced that, drop a 2 in the comments. Be honest, y'all. And you have to go back and take it off. Be honest. Especially if any of those profiles online bears your actual government name, because there are some people that use a moniker like I do, and there are other people that use different names, or they use the name of their business as part of their profile, not necessarily their personal name. But if your social media profiles bear your personal name, please make sure those profiles are clean. Make sure those profiles are not misrepresenting you. They have been looking at social media for the past 15 years. Please make sure that when they look for your personal brand, or they're looking for your profile, that it is speaking the right language, or it is representing you well. Okay? I want to make sure I put that out there. Okay? What you're supposed to be using it for, especially if you're using your social media profile, or you're using it to help you build your personal brand, or help you to build your personal economy. What your social media profiles are supposed to be doing for you, people, just in case you weren't sure, Your social media profiles are supposed to be able to create opportunities for financial growth. So please make sure it is representing you well and it is doing the job it's supposed to do, which is they know you as this expert, it's seen, and that's what you show on your profiles. And if it's not doing that, then it's time to do some cleanup on those profiles. All right? Love you dearly. I want to make sure that you know that because I do not want you misrepresenting yourself out here in these online streets. So, third and final, I want to make sure that if you're not there already, if you're not already doing some of these things, if you want to build your personal economy, especially right now, Gen Zers, I want to make sure you are taking the time to increase your current skills in your chosen field or industry. And if you want to change your chosen field or industry, you can do that as well. But make sure you're making sure you're upskilling. If are you taking a class where you can get a certification that can turn into actual dollars. Let's say, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example. I've been in human resources for 20 years, but I want to make a switch to, let's say I want to pick up an IT certification, network administration, and I want to dig down and get some form of an IT certification. I'm working on that on a regular basis. It's always helpful to spend half an hour, maybe during the week to work on that material. Get that material within the facets of my brain so I can pass the certification, so I can use that information on my resume or on my LinkedIn profile to be able to apply to those positions that involve that certification. It is really a step-by-step process, but folks, you have to put yourself in that position. And one way to do that is to upskill, to stay relevant either in the industry you're currently in, or if you're making a change, start working on those things behind the scenes. Nobody is going to open up your skull open and put the information in there for you. If you want it, you got to go get it. Literally. I just said spend at least 30 to 60 minutes daily on that new material to teach yourself. So if there's anyone else here that wants to say hello and wants to add to the conversation, go ahead and do just that. But for my Gen Zers that are in here, and I drop some, really good tips as far as how you can create your own personal economy. If you're not sure, right, what direction to go, or if you have a job but you're not sure what direction you want to take your career, whether you want to start a side business or you want to provide services as a freelancer, or what direction you want to take, I want you to be aware and I want you to know I'm definitely here to help you. You can go ahead and check out my actual ebook, From Clueless Teenager to Consummate Professional: 7 Steps to Getting the Career and Life You Want. You can go ahead and grab that book at mentorshelley.com/book. It looks a little something like this. Okay. It is here. I do have an excerpt that you can actually listen to, but here is the cover of the book. You can find it at mentorshelley.com/book. The previews, I wrote this as a labor of love for my nieces and nephews, so they have what they need, and you guys can have what you need, whether you are launching out there as a Gen Z, or you're starting your career, you're not sure, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to be when I grow up? Or you can use this as a way to cultivate those steps. At the end of the day, guys, I want you to be aware, as Gen Zers or anyone here that wants to make sure that they have their personal branding or their personal economy in check. It's going to take more than one way. It's going to take multiple streams. It is going to take effort, and it's also going to take strategy and moving with strategy. But of course, guys, if you have additional questions, concerns, go ahead and drop the questions in the chat. I'm going to give you a couple seconds here. before I go. But of course, guys, I really do appreciate everyone that stopped by tonight. Thank you so much. Still rocks, Char Willie. Still rocks, K Business, for all of your participation in the live tonight. And of course, if you have GenZers that definitely can benefit from the book, you can go to mentorshelley.com/book in order for them to obtain that book to help them to carve out their own personal economy. Guys, this is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, and building your own personal economy is the first steps to walking in financial freedom. You guys take care. You have a good one. Bye.